Blake and Coby here with Builder Kids, and this is a grease gun. We're going to be telling you how to use it, and there are different types of grease guns. This grease gun uses a tube to get the grease, and then this you can hook it up to like ball bearings. Well, that's what it's meant to use for.
Yeah, ball bearings. Yeah, anything with a ball bearing, like what? Like those casters that are on this crane.
Mm-hmm. And then you would squeeze this, and the grease would come out of there.
Yeah, so there are different, like Blake said, there are different types of grease guns. There are different sizes. This is kind of a bigger one for home use. There's a smaller one, and then he had said you can get the different size grease tube. So literally, you just take the cap off of this and you slide the tube up in there, and then when you squeeze this, it pushes the grease out. Here, you want to squeeze the handle, pump it. I think there's still grease in this gun. We'll see if any comes out. Give it a few pumps. It should still, yep, there you go. See as he's squeezing? There you go. Yep, that's it. So you can see the grease coming out. So what we're going to do is we're building this gantry crane, and before we stand it all up, there's these casters on it, and if you could see right here, this is called a grease fitting. So as you can see, the caster spins around. That's there because there's little ball bearings underneath of this that it glides on. Well, you need to squirt grease in here. When you do that, it squirts grease all around those ball bearings and keeps it lubricated so that they glide. If you don't do that, there's a chance either under heat or with moisture, since it's in a garage, they could end up rusting or binding up. So if moisture gets to it, they'll rust and it'll stop rolling around. They'll actually rust in place. Or if heat gets to it, if it was something maybe like on a car or a go-kart or something, or a dirt bike, the heat will build up and it'll actually expand those, and then it'll bind those bearings to the metal track that they're in. So the grease keeps it lubricated and lets that flow. So we're going to grease these up and get ready to continue building this. So let's go ahead and hook it up. We'll show you guys how this works. We don't need the tube. Coby, you want to put the tube back over there? Blake's going to get this. He's going to get the gun, and I'm going to show you. So this has a little fitting on the end of it, and all you do is take it and it snaps. Coby, can you hold the wheel right here? Can you hold the caster in place? So he's going to hold that because I have the camera in my hand. And here it snap. Now Blake is going to squeeze it and get some grease in it. Now with a lot of grease fittings, you'll know that you have enough grease in it when you see grease starting to squeeze out of it. So if you were doing, oh, you can see a little grease starting to come out right there. So we're going to rotate this around a little bit. This one's a little different. Go ahead, squirt it in there, Blake. We're going to just squirt it in on a couple different angles. Whoop, don't hold it down like that. We don't want to bust the rubber. Oh, okay. And you can see grease coming out here. And then maybe we'll do one on this side. So if you were doing, something, say like on a fitting on a dirt bike or a go-kart or something, it might have, did you squeeze that, Blake? Did you get it a little bit in there? Okay, that's good. We got some grease in there. If you were doing a fitting on one of those vehicles, like a ball joint that has a like a rubber sleeve around it, you'll actually see the sleeve start to puff up because the grease goes in and it puffs it up and it fills it up. And then when it's full, you'll see a little bit of grease leak out, and that's when you know to stop. So you just keep squeezing until you see a little bit of grease come out.
A ton of grease.
Yep, and then you stop. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll wipe that off just so dirt doesn't stick to it. But now there's grease all in those bearings. We'll spin these ones around and get it in there. Oh, you got that? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do these other ones, but that's it. That's the point of the grease gun. That's how you use it. There's also, as he was saying, there's a pneumatic one. You could actually hook, if you're doing a lot of grease fittings, you could hook an air line up to it, and then you just squeeze the trigger, kind of like a paintball gun or something, and it just squirts. Yep, it just squirts the grease out. So that's it for the ball bearings, or for the grease gun.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and while you're down, hit the notification bell. See ya. Bye.